Hi there, and welcome to Self-Care Sunday. I would love for you to take a moment to just pause as you hear the sound of the bell, taking a seat or just standing tall for a few moments. And just notice how you're feeling in your body as we get started. Notice how your breath is feeling. Does the sound of the bell help you to kind of slow down? Does it bring up anxiety? Whatever's happening, see if you can just be with it, feeling your breath move in and out. And really acknowledge yourself, pat yourself on the back for taking this time for yourself. And I just want to remind you, like I do every week, that even though we're not together in the same room, in person, doing this at the exact same time, that this is meant to be a practice that we remember that we're doing with others, even if we're watching a video by ourselves, that we are in community as we do this. There are others out there doing this. So I want to talk about perfectionism today for self-care. I have known for years that I have perfectionistic tendencies, but what I haven't realized until just this last year, I've really been digging into this in my therapy sessions and naming it and looking at it. And I continue to work with it, and I just realize like how much it has run my life and sometimes still continues to. And it can be a huge barrier to doing the things I want to do, putting myself out there in the world, being, thriving in the way that I want to. The thing is that perfectionism isn't about having high standards. That's okay, we can have high standards. It's actually about fear. It's fear of failure, rejection, being judged by others. It's really about, and that comes down to it being about the fear of being kicked out of the tribe, like of not belonging, not being included. And that can keep us really stuck in anxiety, in comparing ourselves constantly to others, or always being hypervigilant and kind of scanning for what we should be doing, or who we should be according to someone else's standards, rather than listening to our own inner guidance. And over time, it can really chip away at joy. And it can fuel not only more anxiety, but also it can fuel depression. And it makes us feel like we're never enough. So I invite you to take that in for a moment, because if you have these tendencies toward perfectionism like I do, hearing that and kind of processing that a little bit can feel like a lot, can feel a little heavy. It might even create more anxiety. It might create a feeling of guilt or shame, or like more of not feeling good enough. So just give yourself a moment and let yourself kind of sit with that and process it. And maybe this doesn't resonate with you, and that's okay too. But here's the thing, okay? Perfectionism can be really sneaky. It tells us that if we just work harder, do more, polish all the rough edges, make our life look perfect on social media. If we just keep trying and trying harder, then we'll feel safe and we'll be loved. Then we'll be good enough to belong. But the truth is that safety and love, they actually show up when we are real with our flaws and our quirks and our weirdness, and just letting ourselves be seen anyway, with all of those quirks and little weirdnesses. So that's why I showed up today without fixing my hair or putting on a nice outfit. I'm hanging out in my comfy clothes. I've got bedhead, and this is me. The other more polished me is also me, but I wanted to be really real with you this week. And this week's practice is about just letting yourself be. We're going to take a few minutes today to just sit. We can lay down. You can lay down if you'd like. You can close your eyes or not, but we're just going to be with ourselves how we are. So to get started, find your comfortable seat or lie down or be in a position that you feel like you can just kind of settle and let the world around you fall into the background a little bit. And you can close your eyes if that feels okay to you, but it's also fine to keep them open. So here we go. I invite you to feel your breath. And you don't need to change your breath. Nothing needs to be changed or fixed or improved right now. Just breathe. Just notice that you are breathing. And notice that your body breathes without you even having to do anything about it or make it happen. But see if you can notice that. Notice where the air is coming in, whether it's through your mouth or nose. And notice where and how it's moving out. Notice if your chest or belly or any other part of your body are moving. Just notice. There's nothing to do right now. If you need to shift your position or do a little stretch, move around a little, let yourself do that. We're not trying to be rigid. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to be. Take a moment to feel your body being supported by the chair or the floor, whatever you're sitting or lying on or standing on. And know that you don't have to hold yourself up perfectly. You're just letting yourself be held. And notice what's happening as you start to move into this space of just being. So now I'm going to read some or say some acceptance statements. And when I say these, you are welcome to repeat them out loud to yourself or just repeat them silently in your head. And these can be really helpful. I've found them very helpful for myself as reminders, not just when I'm taking this more meditative time for myself, but throughout the day. So right now, I don't need to do anything to fix myself or change myself. Can you repeat that to yourself? I don't always need to get it right. I don't always need to get it right. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. I am flawed, and that is beautiful in and of itself. My flaws don't make me a bad person. It just tells me I'm human, and that's okay. And there's even a beauty in that. I give myself permission to be here just as I am. I'm just letting myself be here just as I am. All of the pains and mistakes and joys and sadnesses, all of the things in my life that make me who I am. And I'm learning to love my messy and weird self. Learning to love my messy and weird self. Let's take a few more breaths, and if there are any of those statements that really resonated with you, you can repeat them, or you can make up one or two of your own that really feel like they hit where you need it. Just let yourself be. And then as you start to come out of this more quiet practice, I invite you to add a little weirdness. Wiggle your toes or fingers in a funny way, that even if it feels a little awkward, or scrunch up your face or make a weird face, or a funny little movement or sound. Woo! My little kitty is here on my lap, so I'm not going to get too wild. But just let yourself find little moments of being yourself. And those little weirdnesses that want to come out, find a way to make space for that, give yourself permission for that, and find ways to bring that out, even if it's all by yourself. We don't have to do it in front of everybody else all the time, but even just little moments of that can crack that pressure of perfectionism. Remember that being human isn't about being flawless. It's about being real. And realness leads to vulnerability, leads to connection, leads to knowing that we're okay and we belong just as we are. We don't have to do anything special. And this builds the kind of resilience that no polished image or perfect social media post can ever give us or will ever give us. That's a bottomless pit of striving. It's never going to happen. It'll never be enough. And remember that when kids and others, even adults too, see us, when we're able to laugh at ourselves, admit our mistakes, trying new things without needing to be perfect, those other people, especially kids, they're going to learn resilience in their own systems. They are going to learn that it's safe to be themselves and to be real and to have emotions, and that those emotions are going to spill out sometimes. And that lesson will carry them so much further than any curated image of perfection ever could. So your self-care practice this week isn't about adding another thing or a should to your list of things to do. It's just about dropping the mask a little bit, letting yourself just be, and knowing that that's enough. I hope you can carry that with you into your day today and into your week. Flawed, funny, quirky, imperfect, a little weird, and completely enough. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful week exploring this, playing with it, letting it be fun, and lots of mistakes, lots of imperfection, and see if it frees up anything in you as you move through each day and through the week. I look forward to seeing you at our next Self-Care Sunday. Until then, peace.